Do you know what led up to that shooting? Was there anything that precipitated it, or?
We don't. We do not.
We spoke to some people on the scene yesterday, and they said they were concerned about retaliatory shootings. Are you guys concerned as well? You know, now we're going to see more shootings because of that?
Of course, but we have our people, our intelligence people out there, and our gun task force. We're pretty in tune with the streets, and we're trying to zero in and prevent any retaliation.
But are you guys kind of anticipating that probably will happen?
Well, I'm not going to say we're anticipating it or it probably will happen. We'll just say that we will, be ready in case something of that nature is thought of, and we'll hopefully be there to cut it off before it starts.
Any indication that any of these incidents over the weekend were gang-related in any way?
There are indications on maybe one or two, but nothing to say definite yet.
Okay. And the last shooting, any signs that it was targeted?
The Reservoir Avenue?
Yeah, by the Popeye.
Yeah. Well, like I said, it's still early, so I can't say where it's targeted.
Is that it?
That's it.
The safety of the city.
Mm.
Come on, the Anglo media have one point of view for the Latino community, the African American community.
Yeah.
You know, we're not going to call it afraid, but it's a lot of situation. People don't respect the police. We don't have the main power to take care. How you department, how you detectives want to handle all the situation? We got about 5 or 6 cases in your hand for this weekend.
Yeah.
How do you want to work it out?
Well, we've used detectives from other bureaus. We've brought them in. We always find enough people to work the cases, and look, we make this city as safe as possible, like any other city does. They make it as safe as you can, and that's what we work to do. Unfortunately, we did have a bad night, and that happens, and it happens in all cities. So our job is to prevent that from ever happening again, and we use whatever tools we have, whatever manpower we have, and we do our best, and that's the way we work here.
Is there, again, any reason why you think it's been a particularly violent few months here?
Well, listen, we've talked before about that. We said that there's a lot of guns on the street. So last year, I think we took at this time probably 40 or 30 something guns off the street. This year, we're up to 144 guns that we have taken off the street. Imagine how many lives have been saved by this department taking those guns off the street. It's, you got to realize we're working hard, and we've been working hard, and that shows it when you look at those numbers. But listen, there's been a lot more guns put on the street. We realize that too. There's been a lot of gun sales that's happened during the COVID. We've had straw buys that the public is well aware of, that people buying a mass number of guns and then reselling them to people that shouldn't be in possession of them. We've dealt with that. So things pop up, and we deal with it.
But is there an underlying reason you think there are more guns, or more? Is it pent-up violence from last year, or?
No, I just think the gun sales for some reason went out of control during the COVID. Everybody was buying guns. So that leads to ideas that, no, listen, maybe I can buy guns and, maybe I can sell them. Maybe somebody had that idea, and that's what they did. And they put a lot of guns on the street. And that's what we've been trying to chase for a year, and we have. We've done a good job. So, in this case, like you see, a cowardice act of driving by and just sticking a gun out the window and pulling the trigger and killing a young lady is incredible. It's absolutely incredible. But that's what we're working. And if you go up there, you'll see that area. You'll see a lot of plainclothes officers walking those streets, knocking on doors, and they will be fanning out over many, many streets and miles looking for evidence to put these people in jail.
Unfortunately, a lot of these incidents happen in the lower income, immigrant-based communities. Do you find that people are even scared to talk to the police? Unfortunately, a lot of people there are undocumented, Broad Street, Reservoir. Yeah. Is that something that the police kind of faces sometimes?
Well, sometimes there's a little culture where they don't want to talk to the police. Like it's It's a good thing to talk to the police. And I don't think a lot is that they don't trust us, like, you know, people would say that we don't trust the police. I think it's more of the point where we don't like what other people will say about us if we go to the police. So, you know, they try and put up this, but in all reality, that's what would get all this crime stopped. If people would just talk to us and let us know and help us put away the you know, the people in the community that are killing other people in the community or outside. So that, you know, that we have to break through that, and we've been trying to. So.
This string of stabbings, is this unusual? You know, are you guys seeing more? Or?
We've seen some for a while, and then we saw it go down a little bit. It just pops up here and there.